Hello everyone, welcome back. A little while ago, I asked you guys on Instagram to play me the hardest thing that you can play and tag me in it. Today, I'm going to go through those things that you sent me and give you my reactions. But before we get into it, I want to quickly remind you that my brand new course, The Craft of Soloing, is now available over at www.samuraiguitartheory.com. In this course, I teach the methods that I use to conceptualize soloing. Things like how to discover and develop strong melodic themes, thinking about your solo as a story with a beginning, middle, and end, eliminating the common pitfalls of boring solos, and that kind of stuff. These are the broader elements of soloing that can really take what you do to the next musical level. For this course, I worked with a band to create hours of backing tracks so that you have something to practice the concepts that we look at along with, and like all my courses, it's professionally animated to make the tough stuff easy to understand. For a limited time, it's 50% off with promo code EARLYBIRD50. For more information, head over to samuraiguitartheory.com. I'll also put up links in the description. All right, so when I reached out to you guys on Instagram, this is what I sent out. Post a video of you playing the hardest thing you can play and tag me in it. Pretty simple, right? Well, here's the thing. I kind of dropped the ball on this in a couple of ways. First of all, I got tons of people sending me covers of them playing really difficult solos and the like. But here's the thing with this. I can't actually share that stuff on YouTube for copyright issues. So if you sent me a video of you shredding some insane cover, my apologies. I did not think that one out. Second of all, I did a horrendous job of keeping track of the posts that you guys tagged me in. I do get tagged in a number of posts on a fairly regular basis, and I realized when I was going through these posts, I didn't know if you had tagged me because it was the hardest thing that you can play, or you just tagged me to show me something else on guitar. I'm pretty sure I figured it out, but my apologies. If not, that one's on me. I will do better in the future. But anyways, let's get to it. To kick things off, let's see what this Led Zeppelin fan with a weight flying V can do. Whoa. I need to watch that one again. Well, I'm definitely quite impressed with that one. That is setting the bar quite high. My brain kind of hurts thinking about it. He plays this descending blues riff kind of thing and then starts tapping with this hand, continues the line with his left hand, and then finishes it off with his right hand. I'm not even going to attempt to play this because that wouldn't go well for anyone. My reaction is one of positivity and awe. All right, next we've got I Am Not a Meerkat, who says he wrote this riff a while ago and all his friends are sick of it because he plays it so much. Let's give it a listen. All right, hang on a second. This is awesome. I'm gonna grab some instruments because I wanna jam with this dude. Take it again from the top. I love it. That is a great riff, really fun to play along with. If I were in the acoustic section of a guitar store and I heard that, I would say, that man sounds like he is cooking. Pleasure to jam with ya. I am not a meerkat. Next is something from Brocking Bass. Let's see what the hardest thing he can play is. When I first watched this video, I thought to myself, wow, his bass perfectly matches his t-shirt. Only to realize that the bass is see-through. Besides that, very cool bass solo, and I'm a guy who's on record as not being a huge fan of bass solos. Great phrasing, great tone, great chops, fits the vibe perfectly. Also, his bass has a whammy bar, which is something that I've never seen, and as a fan of weird guitars, okay, my man here says the hardest thing he can do is play a blues solo without accompaniment. This is certainly not an easy task. You need to be following along with the chords in your head in order to stay in the proper form. So well done, JT Dubé. I hope you don't mind if I jump in and give you some accompaniment. someone tagged me in this picture. I have no idea why, but thanks for doing it. All right, Sammy, how's that for the hardest lick? I guess we'll find out. Harp harmonics. I love it. I believe that this is a classical guitar technique. What you do is make a chord like a C major 7 here, and you find the harmonic with your index finger on your right hand, pick it with your thumb, and then you can use your middle finger to pick other parts of the chord, like this. It kind of sounds like a harp, and there is a lot that you can do with these. One of my favorite guitar players to incorporate this technique was the jazz genius Lenny Bro. Great stuff, Instagram user, guitar player guy. Moving on is a user who goes by the name wild12_04. I have no idea what he wrote here. I'm not even sure what language this is. Russian maybe? If you know what he's saying, please leave a comment. Let me know. Let's give it a listen. Well done. This is a style that I've come across a fair bit, but don't really know a whole lot about. Is it math rock, Midwest emo, I think I've heard it referred to as? When I was at school for music, I feel like I was pretty dialed into the world of guitar. I had a pretty good idea of what was going on, and I never came across anything like this except for this one guy named Stanley Jordan who would play jazz by playing the chords and the bass lines with one hand and doing solos and melody lines with the other. After college, there was a period of time where I kind of went into a hole where I was disconnected from everything outside of a very specific facet of the music industry. When I reemerged from that hole, there were a lot of people doing this two-handed tapping thing. I don't know where it came from. I think it may have gained popularity through Instagram, or maybe there were a handful of guitar players who got the ball rolling here. But honestly, that would be the gist of my knowledge about this stuff. I mean, I'd like to learn more about it. There were a lot of people who shared videos of them doing the two-handed tapping thing. I'm very impressed by it. I'm inspired to try something like this myself. This is far from my style, but here is my attempt at the two-handed tapping thing that all you kids seem to be into. That was probably the hardest 10 seconds of music I've recorded in a while. Much respect to you guys who play like this. Okay, let's check out what Chris Ober has got for me. Let me jump in here. Steady rhythm and a good, simple acoustic guitar part. It's one of my favorite things to jam along with. Don't mind if I do. Dented Fender says, good old Samurai Guitarist asked for the hardest thing you can play, and this is my submission. It's not perfect, but playing the guitar over your head while slowly having your legs spread apart while also trying to be in frame has to be worth something, right? Yes, it is. Wonderful. And the cherry on top of the cake here is the bot trying to plug some nonsense in the comments. This is so glorious that I'm going to attempt to recreate this. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the hardest thing that you can play and my reaction to it. Remember that my new course, The Craft of Soloing, is now available over at www.samuraiguitartheory.com. Unlike the theory stuff I've taught before, in this one I really dive into the elements of musicality that bring a solo to life. It's always fun for me to teach this stuff, and I think it'll show you new ways to think about soloing. I worked hard with a professional animator to make some of the obscure musical concepts easy to grasp, and there are hours of backing tracks so that you have something to practice with. For a bit longer, it's 50% off with promo code EARLYBIRD50. I'll put up links for that in the description. Thank you all for watching. If you want to check out another video like this one, hit that link up there. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. Until next time, I'm Samurai Guitarist, and I will see you again soon.